Welcome to my cyberspace. In this video, I've been talking about Python, and in this particular one, I'm going to be talking about why you should not learn Python and reasons why you might want to learn Python. This video is to first of all clarify, just to tell you why learning Python might not be a good idea for some person. If you are trying to get into like the data analytics space, Python it's a little bit complicated or more difficult compared to like some like data analysis tool that is probably more simpler, and this is very subjective. Let me go something more simpler, like let's say Excel or Power BI. Either you're still learning how to do like the visualization in itself, and even compared to like R, and there's a big argument about R versus Python. Python has more functionality compared to R, that's no doubt, and that might also be subjective for some persons. But R has this interface, has this, it's built primarily for like data analysis or data science sake, compared to like Python that is more for like open to various fields. So if you are learning Python, you first of all have to learn the fundamentals about Python. So the fundamental is quite broad, that you would need to know all of those basic, or know most of those basics for you to like really use Python very well. And that is when learning Python might not be like the best thing to do. If you also want to do like more complicated stuff, and Python might really not be like the only tool you want to use. So it has like slower execution compared to like C++ and Java. So it's also not the best when you think about like you want to like mobile app or system level programming. But if you're not like really into that, one of the reasons why you might want to learn Python is, I mean, relative to like C++, is also like more friendly. It's not beginner friendly. You have like a great number of community out there. Like it's still one of the tools that people have been using to like get into all of this AI stuff. There's a bunch of library, but relatively, if I was supposed to give somebody a more specific advice so you not get confused, I would say if you're just getting into data space, first of all, get yourself familiar with R and RStudio before you go into like learning Python. I have a video entirely different series that talk about how to get started with R and RStudio. You could check that out. But in the next video, I'm going to be talking about how to install Python and VS Code, or if you want to use JupyterLab. And in case you don't know what's the difference between Python, VS Code, and JupyterLab. So Python itself is the real deal, why VS Code or JupyterLab is the IDE. So that's the integrated development environment. That is where you kind of write your Python query. So you can either choose any IDE. You can choose RStudio, you can choose JupyterLab, you can choose VS Code, but and there are so many out there, but VS Code and JupyterLab is still one of like the like popular or user-friendly IDEs for you to like work with Python. So you can be using anyone, so don't get it confused. Somebody says, oh, I'm working on Python, and they're showing you a VS Code like format, or I'm working on Python, they're showing JupyterLab, or they're showing you Jupyter or Anaconda or whatever it is. It's still like the same thing, but just maybe more someone is more like user friendly and all of that. So if this video was a value for time, sure to subscribe, like, and follow. Ciao.